Yama, the master of packs, out today. We hope you're wearing breathable fabrics because today we're heading to the deep, sweltering chasm of fire. Yama, the master of packs, has arrived. Breathable fabrics. That sounds like magical robes to me. All right, guys? That sounds like mage robes to me. Yama, the master of packs. Oh, shit.
In the heart of every RuneScape player lies a warrior spirit. One that beats with the...
Q? Nah, we're good, thanks. You'll remember Yama from this dedicated blog, but to catch up on all the latest news, all you need to know about this wheelin' dealin' demon is below. Okay. Yama resides in the Chasm of Fire in Kourend. To get there, grab your Draymond staff, or take pride in your Lumbridge Elite Diary completion, and head to the Fairy Ring DJR to wind up next to the entrance. If you're not able to use Fairy Rings, then the Shazian Teleport and the Kourend's Memoirs or Book of the Dead is a solid alternative. You'll need to have a Kingdom Divider completed to access Yama, so all of you should have a copy lying around somewhere. Cool. Once you're inside the chasm, descend downwards and introduce yourself to the voice of Yama. Players with level 83 agility can carefully navigate along a long spike chain to zip from top to bottom in an instant. If you're not quite there yet, players level 73 can make their way north and use a slower but much cooler set of shortcuts that involve dangling off ledges, jumping over gaps, and dodging, dipping, ducking, and diving past demons. Note that we're biased, but it's well worth taking the scenic route at least once. Yeah, I'm not taking the scenic route. Let's have a look at this. Oh, they're just going to show us. This is the scenic route, I'm assuming. Oh, shit. Damn, okay. I respect that. Well, now I don't have to take the scenic route. You'll find the voice of Yama right in the center of the bottom floor, where he's always been, I assume. He'll give you a piece of his mind, but if you can withstand his sassy attitude, he'll teleport you to Yama's domain, where you'll find the demon of the hour, Yama. You'll find Yama sitting atop a throne that's bigger than it has any right to be, and no, you can't have it for your player-owned house. He's got plenty of other deals on offer, though, all of which involve facing him in combat. He'll even inhibit his own power to make it easier on you. How can you say no to that? Okay, so that's leading into the contracts being opened up. Defeat Yama and you'll score powerful, unique drops. Fail to defeat him and you'll lose something more valuable than you can possibly imagine. Narratively, of course. Rest assured that everything in your bank will be safe and sound. Now, because Yama is so generous or arrogant, he'll even let you bring a friend to join one of your pals inside Yama's domain. You'll need to have spoken to the voice of Yama until you can challenge Yama for yourself. From there, rather than using the travel option on the voice of Yama, you can use the join option and type another player's name to join their instance, so long as they're on your friends list. Unlike Royal Titans, Yama must be interacted with once you're inside the arena to start the fight, so there's no need to frantically follow after your partner as soon as they're in. Very nice, that's good, that's a good change. Some key things to note before we move on. Yama is a dangerous death for hardcore Iron Man and hardcore group Iron Man players. You can teleport out of the Yama by conventional means or by using escape crystals. Iron and non-iron accounts can kill Yama together and will receive loot according to their contribution. Unique chances also depend on contribution. Monster Examine will be enabled immediately. He's not shy. Wow, that is interesting. Normally they take it off for a couple of weeks at the start. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to take Monster Examine for the first kill. That's kind of crazy. Yama's death fees will be reduced by 75% until you have at least 10 kill counts. All of the new tradable items will be blacklisted from Death's Coffer until their prices settle down as normal. If you logged out in the Chasm of Fire, you'll be booted out after the game update. We've changed some of the terrain down there and don't want anybody getting stuck. Interesting. We'll leave you to discover the ins and outs of the fight for yourself. Just to manage expectations, our internal playtests indicate that our initial aim of a one step beyond Desert Treasure 2 bosses was dead on the money. The hope is that Yama will be a fun fight for talented players to master, and if you're up for a little extra challenge, you can sign contracts with a little more spice. If you read Friday's blog, you'll see the section already, so feel free to keep scrolling. Go on, get out of here. Following your feedback on last week's preview, we decided that we'd rather have Yama's contracts start harder and get easier, then risk making them solo-only endeavors right as they're getting good. Wait, what? Following your feedback on last week's preview, we've decided that we'd rather have Yama's contracts start harder and get easier than risk making them solo-only endeavors right as they're getting good. Oh, I see. They're saying they would rather make it solo and make them easier by making them duo. So shit, man. Additionally, while we're not releasing combat achievements yet, we do have a one in mind for completing any contract at Yama, so you won't need to fork out millions of GP for a bunch of contracts or attempts. Okay, cool. Let's go, fishers. Love to hear it, mate. Contracts are tradable agreements that you can bring to the Yama. Yeah, okay, so we've already been through this. Yup, already been through that. Rewards, we know that you're here for, and so does Yama. That's why he preferred selection of fabulous prizes in exchange for your time and effort. Again, you can read all about these in the original blog, but here's a quick refresher. Diabolic worms, yup, this is for fishing anglerfish. Cool. Wow, 14 to 40%. So you fish anglerfish 3 times as fast now. It's kind of crazy. Aether Catalyst, they can be made to make a new catalytic rune, Cosmic and Soul, which means we're now going to be able to take on the Arceus spellbook Death Charge as well. Because we can bring, normally you bring Smoke, Cosmic, Soul, and Blood, and then you have to put Death Runes on the outside of your rune pouch. But with the new rune, you'll be able to take Death Runes on the inside. So it frees up an inventory slot. Aether runes can be crafted while playing Guardians of the Rift. Cool. Runes of the Eye. Yep, cool. All right, well, that could be a new moneymaker, making Aether runes. We'll have to see. Cherry on top, you can use these for charging items anywhere you'd expect to use Soul runes, including Tunic Shadow, Eldinus' Ward, Soul Bearer, Ring of Shadows, or your player and house portals. After today's update, other combination runes will work the same way, so you could use lava runes in place of fire runes. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, what's up, Golden Slut? They doing beasts? Death Charge upgrade. If you're lucky, you might be able to benefit for Yama's mastery over the paltry parlor tricks in the Arceus spellbook. The Rite of Vile Transferus is an untradeable scroll that can be obtained from Yama. Once read, your Death Charge will be able to convert 2 souls from slain enemies into special attack energy. Remember, the cooldown starts on spell cast, not once you've killed an enemy, so this should always be an upgrade. Despite being an untradeable unlock, this one is fairly common and does have a pity drop mechanic to prevent you from going dry. So long as you're able to hold your own against Yama, you sure to pick up this before too long. I forgot this was even coming into the game. I completely forgot. So this update, we're getting Surge Potions and Death Charge upgrade. So you could go into a boss or an encounter, use your entire special attack energy, and then within one tick, get back 55% special attack energy by killing 2 minions on the same tick and surge potting. That's crazy, man. That's actually insane. Demonic Tallow and Surge Potions, even though it might not feel like good fortune, being rewarded with a goopy mess of tradable Demonic Tallow is blessing in disguise. As long as you got 81 Herb Lore, yeah, so just 81 Herb Lore to make this. Surge Potions are 4-dose potions, which you can sip once every 5 minutes to restore 25% of your special attack energy. This 5-minute cooldown will persist through logout. So if you log out with 3 minutes left until your next sip, you'll need to wait 3 minutes after logging back in to take another. This means it persists through everything. Death, end of raid rooms. So like I couldn't go into a TOA and kill Baba in 3 minutes, and in the middle of it sip a surge pot and then go straight into Zabak and then sip another dose. Like it persists through everything. This cooldown will reset upon drinking from an ornate rejuvenation pool, leaving a raid, leaving the Fortis Coliseum, or dying. Okay, so it does come from death, but not deaths inside raids. Interesting. For all you speedrunners out there, the cooldown does not tick down between waves at Fortis Coliseum or Inferno, or between rooms at the Theatre of Blood. Dying between rooms inside the Theatre of Blood and Tombs of Massacre does not reset the cooldown, so there's no use waiting the timer out. Wait for the right moment to time those sips carefully. The Soul Flame Horn. While some bits of group content do a great job of giving players roles to perform, most of it devolves into you and your friends doing the same thing you always do, but together. But to hear that, it's the booming blow of the Soul Flame Horn. Here to spice up how you tackle group combat. Stand out for the Soul Flame Horn is its unique buff-focused special attack. The special attack basically gives everyone a buff on their next hit. And the accuracy of the next melee hit splat is increased by 100%. So it's not even a guaranteed hit still. It's just a 100% accuracy buff. Which is pretty good. But yeah, not crazy. You're able to configure a radius around you and a maximum number of players to affect. Once used, the special attack consumes 25% per player affected to boost the accuracy of the next hit splat, meaning only the first of a multi-hit weapon like Scythe and dual Macrohutal within 10 ticks by 100%, or guaranteeing the accuracy roll in... Wait, okay, so it does guarantee. Why does it say it increases by 100%? Why doesn't it just say guarantee your next hit? Silly. This boost applies to regular attacks and special attacks the same way, so we're sure you'll find some creative ways to get the most value out of every ear-splitting special attack. Group Iron Men will benefit from this effect if it's used by another member of their group. Iron Men can freely buff other players, but can only benefit from other players using this special attack in the following areas. Wow! Iron Men boost... Okay, that's crazy. Iron Man can get the buff in Nightmare Next, TOA, Theater of Blood, Chambers of Derek, Royal Titans, and Yama. So Iron Man get a buff from main accounts having a weapon now. This is like the first of its kind. That's crazy. Keep in mind, you'll need to have accept add-on to be granted the buff, assuming you're not an Iron account. You have access to this setting. So be aware of any incoming Ice Plateau offers from strangers. There's the Oath Plate armor. The Radiant looks so good, bro. I can't wait to get Radiant Oathplate. Oh. Oathplate armor or Radiant Oathplate armor for the talented gamers among you is a slash focus. Yeah, so we know all this already. You'll be able to obtain all three pieces as drops for Yama or craft them yourself using Oathplate shards. Oathplate shards are reasonably common, stackable drop. If you're struggling to hit the elusive jackpot moment or perhaps going dry on the last piece that you need, you'll be able to use these shards in the small skilling area at the bottom of the Chasm of Fire, combining them with Infernal Shale, more on that in a moment, and smelt Oathplate bars, which you'll be able to smith in any place of Oathplate. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We expect that if you hit the drop rate for 2 pieces, you should, on average, have enough to craft a third. It's so Iron Man friendly, and I don't like that because I don't like Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? This is nice, but I don't like Iron Man. The added benefit here is that the shards should be a nice bit of consistent cash, even if you just sell them as you get them, helping us keep profit consistent without relying heavily on things like alchables. We know that the visuals for Oathplate have split the community a little, so there'll soon be a survey on how you feel the Oathplate performs against other parts of the setup in different environments. Chasm of Fire amenities. While Yama may be the main attraction of the Fiery Depths, there's plenty more to do. Players can obtain contracts by dealing with demons in specific ways. Upon initiating combat with a demon, Yama will make a glyph appear above their head. The color of this glyph indicates how he'd like you to dispose of them. For a chance at obtaining a contract, if you're not sure what a certain color means, the voice of Yama or the cultist at the entrance of the chasm will give you a refresher. Additionally, you'll be able to check the active contract at the voice of Yama, who will indicate the method you should use for the best possible odds at any given time. The various methods and associated glyph colors are purple, kill a demon using a heavy ranged weapon like crossbow or ballista, kill a demon using a magic spell like Water Surge or Dark Demon Bane, kill a demon using a two-handed melee weapon, kill a demon whilst the demon is bound or with the damage from a binding spell, kill a demon with a special attack. This one has better odds at giving you a contract than the other since the special attack is a finite resource. Keep in mind that some contracts can only be obtained from Yama himself, but contracts for the Radiant Oathplate cosmetic variant can be obtained from killing regular old demons. If combat's not your scene, you can head to the northwestern section of the bottom floor and check out the new skilling area. This section of the chasm serves as a home base for the Oathplate creation, so if you've got a surplus of Oathplate shards, then you best get familiar. Fortunately, a local imp is willing to give you a helping hand. If you just sign a crumpled piece of paper, don't worry about the fine print, it's all boilerplate. To take those Oathplate shards and make them into a piece of Oathplate armor, you have to get your hands dirty. Starting off, you'll need to mine or buy some Infernal Shale. Yo, did a bit of, thank you for the host beast, much appreciated. You're not killing Yama tonight? What the hell? What the hell, Yante? When it comes to mining, this new ore requires level 78 mining. You've got options, a very low intensity, active. Oh, think shooting stars are not quite as AFK. Active, similar to mining, mithril coal, or very active if you fancy a spot of tick manipulation, which you can make even more active by chiseling your shale down. For this, you'll need to obtain a special cloth from the aforementioned imp and get used to a slightly different rhythm. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, cool. So it's just 3 ticking. I see. Quick question. I was told the only wreck is a kingdom divided. Yes, that is the only requirement. Correct. Once you've stacked up a big pile of crushed infernal shale and oath plate shards, it's time to smelt some infernal chunks. 83 smithing, okay? Use the furnace to heat them up and the pool of ichor to cool them down. Time your clicks properly and you'll be able to chew through chunks at a record pace. Now, ready those clicking fingers and head over to the anvil. Maintain a steady hand and even steadier rhythm to hammer those chunks into lovely bars, which you'll be able to use to make any oath plate armor piece you like in the chasm. Okay? Even if you're not looking to make oath plates, mining infernal shale may well prove a solid mining moneymaker. It's hard to predict exactly how solid because the relationship between shale and shards remains to be seen, but keep an eye on the prices here and you may emerge from the chasm of fire richer than you went in. All that's left to do is get down to the depths and take on Yama for yourself, get geared, group up, and good luck. Cool. Other changes similar to Aether Runes being usable. So, okay, yep. Mark of Darkness can now be recast before it expires. Okay. Dude, Mark of Darkness is... I'm telling you guys, the Purging Staff is going to be used here. I promise you the Purging Staff is going to be used. They're making all this... all these changes. I'm telling you the Purging Staff is going to be used. Snails in the Mortmire Swamp can now deal damage to players again. Watch out. Frost Nagua. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then LMS goes to the Australian world. Cool. Well, that's the Yama update. We didn't really learn new stuff. Didn't really learn anything we didn't already know. So, yeah. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go.